This quote, "All it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing," is commonly attributed to Edmund Burke, an 18th-century Irish statesman and philosopher, came to me this morning, as I thought about yesterday's events at the church. Although the phrase, "all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing," is not a direct biblical quote. However, the concept it represents aligns with several biblical principles and teachings. Here are some biblical references that relate to the idea. 1. Proverbs 24 verses 11 to 12, NIV, "Rescue those being led away to death, hold back those staggering toward slaughter. If you say, 'But we knew nothing about this,' does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done?" This verse emphasizes the responsibility to protect and rescue those who are oppressed or facing harm. It suggests that remaining silent or ignorant about injustice is not an excuse. 2. Isaiah 1 verse 17, NIV, "Learn to do right, seek justice. Defend the oppressed. Take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow." This verse encourages believers to actively seek justice, defend the oppressed, and advocate for those who are vulnerable. It implies that simply being aware of wrongdoing without taking action is inadequate. 3. Ephesians 5 verse 11, NIV, "Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them." This verse instructs believers to distance themselves from evil and to expose it. It suggests that silence or inaction can contribute to the continuation of darkness. 4. James 4 verse 17, NIV, "If anyone, then, knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin for them." This verse emphasizes the moral obligation to act on the knowledge of what is good and right. Failing to act when one has the ability to do so is seen as a sin. While the exact wording of the phrase may not be found verbatim in the Bible, the underlying message aligns with biblical teachings that emphasize the responsibility of believers to oppose evil, pursue justice, and protect the vulnerable. The Bible encourages individuals to be actively engaged in promoting righteousness, confronting injustice, and standing up for what is right, rather than remaining passive or indifferent. The essence of the quote conveys the idea that in the face of wrongdoing or injustice, the inaction or indifference of good, well-intentioned people can allow evil or bad individuals to prevail. Here are some key points to consider when examining this concept. 1. Moral responsibility. The quote highlights the moral responsibility of individuals to take action against injustice or wrongdoing. It suggests that good individuals must not remain passive or complacent, but instead actively oppose or challenge evil in order to prevent its success. 2. Empowerment and courage. It emphasizes the importance of individuals taking a stand, even if they feel outnumbered or face significant challenges. It encourages people to be courageous, knowing that their actions can make a difference and prevent the triumph of evil. 3. Social dynamics. The quote also acknowledges the role of collective action and societal influence. It suggests that the collective inertia of good people, whether due to fear, apathy, or ignorance, can allow bad actors to gain power or perpetuate harmful actions. 4. Historical examples. Throughout history, there have been numerous instances where the quote sentiment can be observed. For example, in times of oppression, authoritarianism, or societal injustice, the silence or lack of resistance from the majority can enable the success of tyrants or other malicious individuals. 5. Individual impact. The quote emphasizes that individual actions matter and can have far-reaching consequences. By encouraging good individuals to stand up against evil, It promotes a sense of personal agency and the belief that small acts of resistance or advocacy can create positive change. However, it's important to note that the quote does not address the complexities of social and political systems, nor does it suggest that all responsibility lies solely on the shoulders of individuals. Societal change often requires structural reforms, collective movements, and systemic interventions in addition to individual actions. In summary, the quote serves as a reminder that the active participation of good individuals is essential in preventing the triumph of evil. It highlights the need for people to recognize their moral duty to take a stand against injustice and oppression, rather than passively allowing them to persist.